The bishops of Wisconsin releasing a letter today on immigration saying mass deportations of millions of people are not the answer. A pastoral letter was released today regarding U.S. immigration policy. It criticizes deportations and calls for comprehensive immigration reform. The letter comes as President Trump cracks down on immigration. The letter signed by Wisconsin bishops, including David Ricken. Pope Francis issued a major rebuke today, warning that forceful removal of people purely because of their illegal status deprives them of their inherent dignity and will end badly. Coalition of